Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Julie with Bookshelf by Julie. Today we're starting a new design, can you tell? For our stitch book. Now we're going to do it a little at a time. Inch by inch, it's a cinch, right? It looks pretty, right? Okay, so this is where we're going to go with this. This is the freebie design. As you can tell, these are what you want them to be. You can put a woven rose there. I put the weave and then curled it around. I did that. I'll show you what I'm talking about in a minute. And then this one is going to be like the woven rose going around here. And you can put beads in the middle. I put French knots in there. I did some more weaves here. These are just little leaves, detached chains, you know, that kind of thing. It's going to be pretty. This isn't the end of it though. This is, like I said, inch by inch, it's a cinch. This one's going to have a lot to it. So we're going to, from the bow is going to turn into some berries and a little bit of flowers and such. Inch by inch, guys. We're going to take it slow and steady. We're going to do this one a little bit at a time, and then we're going to bring in the other elements and do those a little bit at a time. The freebies are going to be on my website, the Ko-Fi, and the Facebook group page. Yep. I'm still very much under the, weather and all that. So we're just going to get the design drawn out. And, oh yeah, I was going to show you what I did with this one. This is a woven rose, but this is the weave ones. Let me see. Like this, where we did the weave really easy, guys. Remember, it was so simple and easy. Let me see, I've got another one. I know I do. Right here. Just super simple and easy. And these ones are detached chains with the French knot at the end. These are weaves, not curled around. They're just straight out. So we're going to do it, excuse me. We're going to do it just simple and easy. Keeping more towards this edge. Trying to center it up here. Now draw in what you want. There's a double line. I'm just going to do a single line. This little bow is going to be a single line, but I did the split stitch on that, so it made it really pretty. But yeah, just do what you want to do. This one up here I did do as a woven rose, so that's pretty good. And the lines are there if you want to use them. Don't have to. But yeah, just draw in what you want to do and leave off the rest. So yeah, I'm just going to draw into here and go down through there, and I'm going to draw me sort of a circle-ish there. I'm not going to do the lines in like that because I know I'm going to do the weave and then curl it around. I actually did a double. I'll show you when we get to that place. Not in this video. We're just getting set up for things and getting ready to do things in this video. Just quick and simple and easy. Yeah, just draw our design in. Draw what you want. Leave off what you don't want. It's just, that easy. I've used a variegated thread on the top rows, which is really nice. I think I would have liked it to have been a little shorter on its variegation, you know what I mean? But it worked. It's pretty, so I'm not going to complain at all. The variegated threads are really nice. They're very interesting to work with. But sometimes when you're doing a small space, you don't get as much variegation as you would have liked to have had. So there's that. You have to, you know, kind of think about it that way. So yeah. But yeah, I did a split stitch on that bow to make it pretty and all that. So I'm going to do my circle here, but no lines in the middle because I'm going to curl one around. Okay? Turn that off so I'm not shining a light in your eyes. What I'm talking about is, what was I talking about? Excuse me. The split stitch, it makes that little bow really pretty. But with the variegated thread, this is a variegated thread. It's a yellow and pink sort of, I don't know, can you see that? I used it down here for the inside of the, let me get something to point with besides my finger. In here, I used it for my French knots, and you can see the variation, you know, of the color in there. And I also went around, once I finished the woven rose part of this, I went around and put some in there so you could get a little bit of the lighter pink and the yellow in there. I thought that was pretty. So, yeah, we're just gonna do what we're gonna do. I used the lighter green on the outside edges, and I used the darker green for the inside leaves, things like that. Yeah, but yeah, we're gonna do the weave and curl it around twice. See, there's one inside, and then there's another one on the outside. You really can't tell. You could just do a really long one. That kind of gets more difficult to work with. I like to kind of keep things easy, simple and easy, right? Okay, so we've got our design drawn out, more or less, and we're going to hoop it up in the next video, and we're going to go around. I think I'm going to work all in one color at a time. So I'm probably going to do all the green first. I'm just getting you set up to do your homework and catch up on things. So I'm going to do all the green first probably. Then I'll probably go in and do some of the pinks. Maybe I'll do that. I don't know. I'll have to just decide. I think for sure I'm going to do the green around. There's a lighter green. I did that in the, let me find my thing. I haven't put the woven stitch on here yet, but I did the green around in the stem stitch, and the split stitch is what I use for the bow. The woven rose we're going to be doing, the French knots we're going to be doing, detached chains we're going to be doing. I don't know that we'll be doing any of the satin or a star or the couching. You can do the couching. You could actually do it on the around if you wanted to. So you could do that. But yeah, I've got to add the weave on here. I haven't done that yet, but I will do it. I've got it on my list of words, so that's something to add on. And let's see. Yeah, that's it. Just get things together, what you're going to do, what you're going to use, your colors. I like that variegated. Let me see. I'll pull in my this and show you. This is the one I used. It's when I wrap them around, I always do it. 4160. They all use the same numbers, okay? But it's a variegated on the 4160. And there's another one that I was thinking about using. Haven't got into that one yet. It's got a little more green in it. But anyways, that's what I used for the top rows and for the French knots down here. Yeah, I think you can see a lot more in here. Get my mess out of the way. Okay, so this is our next page. We're just, like I said, little at a time, inch by inch. We're going to get it done. A review of what we have done. I've got an idea on some of these things that I'm going to, of course I'm going to make the stitch book. We started out to make a stitch book. So I'm definitely going to make a stitch book. This was our first one, but I've got 2 of each one. Wouldn't that make a really pretty journal cover? Come on, guys, we make journals, right? And that. You could add this on as a patch on the front of a journal and put other pieces around it. I've got thoughts and stuff, you know. So yeah, I've got to put the weave on here, and we're going to be doing that. I'm probably just going to start with a stem stitch next time. And once we get that on there, then we'll start doing some of our other things. Probably start at the top. I mean, that's what I did before. I started at the top. I did the split stitch around through here, and that's just a big 3 around French knot in the middle. If you don't like French knots, do a bead, because this would be the one really to do a bead on, because you could put beads in here, you could put beads here. I mean, really, there's lots of things you could put beads on. Okay, so we're ready to hoop it up. I don't know what that's doing there. And get started next week. You guys get your homework done. We got pretty things to make, right? And hopefully I'll be feeling a whole lot better next week. Fingers crossed. You guys take care. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. TTFN.